everyone, I'm Fritha. I'm a social media specialist and founder of Black Label Social Media, and today I'm going to talk to you about national days or hashtag holidays or micro holidays and how you can use them to help market your business. Now these are a really great way to gain visibility, new customers and get a bit of a buzz about your business. So to start off, why should we be using national days? Now, firstly, it's a brilliant way to really increase awareness of your business, increase your reach, and basically get your brand in front of more people's eyeballs. National days, things like National Donut Day, International Women's Day and things like that, you'll have all seen them on Facebook, you'll have seen them on Twitter, people talking about them, sharing videos, sharing memes, and so you'll notice that a lot of the time these national days become trending topics. So the great thing to do is get involved in that conversation. If anyone searches on that trending topic and you're using the hashtag, obviously your business is going to pop up and it's going to be in front of people's eyeballs. What you can do as well is you can find people who are talking about these things, and not necessarily just other brands but consumers as well, and you can join in the conversation. And it's a really great way of finding people who are interested in the kind of things that your brand promotes. So say you're a local chocolate shop and you're quite new and you haven't quite established a big customer base yet, no one really knows you're there, and it's National Chocolate Day, start talking about that. Find other people who are talking about it, people who are nearby you can do that using things like Twitter search functions, Facebook search, and start talking to them. Be like, okay, so you're enjoying National Chocolate Day, we're a local chocolate shop, why don't you come along to us? We see you love chocolate, you'll probably love us. So it's a really great way, jumping on that bandwagon, as it seems, and just getting in front of people. So guys, if you have any questions during this, just leave a comment, even if you're not watching live, if you're watching on the replay, and I will get back to you and answer those afterwards. So the second reason you should be using national days, hashtag holidays, micro holidays, whatever you want to call them, second reason you should be using them is it can really increase your revenue, and a great way to do this is to do a promotion linked to sales on these days. Now, a lot of big businesses do this, and it's the kind of thing you see coverage of. So you might have seen things that McDonald's do and Burger King do for National Burger Day. A lot of the donut chains like Dunkin' Donuts in the US, Krispy Kreme in the US, and over here in the UK will do promotions on National Donut Day, things like free donuts when you buy a coffee, or just giving away free donuts. Obviously that gets massive footfall to their stores. If you're doing a get something free with purchase, obviously that's going to drive purchases. If you're giving away things for free, well, you know, if you're giving away something like a donut, people don't want to just stop at one. If you give them one free donut, they're probably going to buy a dozen. So it's a really great way to get new customers and existing customers who might not have visited you for a while. It's a bit of a kind of jog to them to, oh yeah, I'll go back to that shop that I really like because they've got a promotion on. And for new customers as well, they're going to check you out if you're offering a really great promotion on that day. It's also a great way to get media coverage. I do talk about this more in a guide I've created about different types of content you can use for national days. Things like how to create promotions and stuff like that. So I will leave you the link at the end of this video for that as well, so you can go and download that guide. But you'll find that like promotions like that will get a lot of media coverage, especially with things like National Donut Day, because everyone loves a free donut. You'll find loads of it online, and newspapers and things like that will cover it. So if you can get a promotion or create some content that is related to a national day and get coverage on it, it's obviously going to drive more customers to you, to your physical location, to your online site, wherever it is you trade. So I think that's really going to help you out. So the third reason that you should be using national days in your marketing isn't quite such an obvious one, but it's a really important one, and that is it increases your creativity. Now, coming up with something to fit someone else's idea, someone else's day, another theme, it's going to make you think a little bit outside the box. You're going to have to create some slightly more interesting or slightly different content to what you normally do. So it's a really great way to think, okay, this national day that fits with my business, but I want to create something that's really going to stand out on that day. It's a great way to get your team inspired or get you thinking more creatively, and a great way to push you to do different content. We find that a lot of brands do new and exciting content that they haven't tried before on national days. If you download the guide that I'm going to give you the link to at the end, there's a bit on there about how Popeye's Chicken and McDonald's used National Burger Day and National Fried Chicken Day to do live video for the first time. So it's the first time they'd done those, and it worked amazingly well for them. So it's things like, if you've never tried video before, a really great way to do it, and to push you to do that new thing would be, okay, pick that National Day and think, okay, so this is something a bit different from our normal content. Let's create a type of content that's different. Let's push ourselves. Let's try and do a new video or a GIF or something like a new giveaway or a new type of web page or something like that. So it's a really great way to, and because it's something different to normal, you can try something different and creative. If it doesn't work, then it's not part of your normal content strategy. It's not part of your day-to-day promotions. That's fine. Do it once. If it doesn't work, chuck it away. Don't try it again. But if it does work, then it's a really great way to experiment, find if it resonates with new customers, and it's something you can adopt then for your content strategy going forwards. So the fourth reason you should be using national days in your marketing is it's a really good branding opportunity. And things like this, obviously you're getting in front of a new audience, a bigger audience from the trending topics as we've discussed. So it's a great way to say, this is what my brand is all about. So you can show off your brand ethos and show off your brand personality depending on which type of days you get involved in. So say you're a really fun and quirky brand, you can get involved in some kind of, there's really weird and wonderful, crazy national days out there. Things like National Barbershop Quartet Day. So if you're like a quirky brand, that's something you might want to get involved in. Or if your brand is about serving the community, you are a charitable brand, or a part of your brand is that you give some of your proceeds as charity and things like that, you can get involved in some of the charity days like World AIDS Day, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, things like that, and that's going to show to everyone that aspect of your brand personality without it seeming overly salesy and pushy on your point. So instead of just like creating a post that says, you know, we're so great, we give to charity, even if you are, that might come off a little bit strange, a little bit off-putting. But if you say, okay, we're doing this to support Breast Cancer Awareness Month, start using the hashtag and things like that, it's a lot more of a natural segue into that, and it's going to make your brand seem great because you are great, because you help charity. So the main important thing to do if you want to use national days in your marketing is do your research. And so make sure you find which days are, and make sure they are relevant to your brand. Unless you're a weird and wonderful wacky brand that could kind of get involved in anything. I'm thinking brands like IKEA who do loads of crazy stuff, like off-the-wall brands like that, maybe get involved in any day. But with most brands, there's going to be certain days that you can get involved in, certain days it's not going to make sense. If you're a solicitor, there's probably no good talking about, you know, National Popcorn Day, but there might be an idea if you're a solicitor who does wills, talking about some of like maybe stuff like Alzheimer's Day and things like that are going to kind of fit with your business a little bit better. So do your research and also plan ahead, because this isn't the kind of content that you can necessarily just create off the cuff. You might want to be creating, like I said, something really creative, something new, something you've not tried before. So plan ahead, plan it into your content calendar, and leave yourself enough time to come up with some really amazing content around it. So think carefully, plan carefully, that's the main tip. In my guide that you can download, there's some ideas on the different types of content you can create, some of which take more time, some of which are easier and take less time. So if you want to download that guide, you can go to blacklabelsocial.com/national days. And there for free, just give me your email address, I'll email it over to you, totally free guide. It's going to tell you all the different, some of my top tips on how to do National Day marketing and all the different ways you can do it, different content types, and some case studies of what's worked for other brands and how you can maybe apply that to your brand. So the final thing I'm going to leave you with is, say you've looked and you think, okay, I've got a really obscure business, nothing fits with my business, I can't think of a day, can't find a day that fits with my really, really specific business niche. Well, firstly, why don't you get involved in one of the charity ones for a good cause? It's a great way to get involved with some National Day marketing, but it kind of fits with any business if you support a charity. And secondly, March 26th is National Make Up Your Own Holiday Day. So why don't you take the opportunity to do that, make up a new holiday that fits with your business, whatever business it is. It could be like the strangest business ever. If you come up with a hashtag, you can market that as your own day. And that's what a lot of these are. People have like come up with them themselves and then they've taken off National Donut Day was probably created by donut companies, but now it's a massive thing. So create your own one. You can launch it on March 26th, or you can do it any day you want. Maybe get some other people in your industry involved and create your own day around it. So, any questions, leave them in the comments. I will come back after the live broadcast and answer any. You can always send me a message on Facebook as well. And remember, go to blacklabelsocial.com/nationaldays and download your free guide of how to do National Day marketing. Okay, thank you for tuning in, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.